Go.
No, we're excited about playing another game. Obviously, it's a back-to-back for us. Dallas is coming off a tremendous performance. Hopefully, we can get off to a good start.
You know what, Carl, back on June 24th, you said they're still learning how they should play your team. How has that progressed in the last month?
Well, I would say we're still, work in progress. There's just, it's hard to get a lot of practice time in this league just because of how many games there are. And when you do have a day off, you're kind of prioritizing rest so that you can be full go for the games. Uh, but we're like a lot of teams, a little uneven. Like one day we look like one of the best teams, and then the next day we're not quite as sharp. Uh, but I do think we have the ability to play at the high end of this league.
Yeah, quote from it. One other question for me. Substitution pattern tonight, does it change because you played the game last night in a long travel day?
Well, the plan is for us to sub frequently. Sometimes, the how the game goes can dictate what you actually do, but the plan going in is get a lot of people in there, get players some rest whenever you can buy some time for them, and we're going to need our bench to play well today.
Brittany's great game the other night. Had you seen a progression in her play or confidence leading up, to her being dominant again?
Yeah, I mean, since the All-Star break, she had played great, particularly, at Phoenix, which was kind of an emotional night, her return there. But she was exceptional there. And then she followed that up with just a fantastic game in Minnesota where she had like 17 or so in the first half when she was being single teamed. And then in the second half, when she was facing more double teams, she was kicking it out for assists and just making the right play. But yeah, she's been playing really well for us, and we're definitely going to need her to do well today.
My second question is, your defense has been outstanding, especially not allowing teams offensive rebounding. I believe you need to move in that. There's been so much said about your thinkless offense, and I'm going to be a thinkless commentator today. Just
Okay.
out of respect for you. What is more important for you, the defense or the offense?
Well, that's always a balancing act because those are the ways to win. But for us, I think we've been less consistent on the defensive end. I mean, we did have a stretch where, including the last time we played here, where our shooting, we had went through some really bad shooting nights, but there are some times defensively where we are elite, as good as anybody else in the league. And then there's some times where it just kind of falls off and, we lose some communication or we're not in the right position. And that's the thing about this league is the players are so good. If you just are off a little bit, and it could be a really tough night. So getting us more consistent on the defensive end, I think, is a priority because hopefully we're going to be in a position to be in the playoffs. And I think if you want to give yourself a chance to win, like you want to know that you can count on something. And I would like that to be, hey, we can count on getting good shots and we can count on being really solid defensively.
We'll jump to Zoom. Go ahead, Wilton.
Hey, Coach, how's it going? My question is about Maya Caldwell. Obviously, it's hard to step in for anybody that's named, obviously, Ryan Howard. But what has impressed you the most about Maya and what she's been able to do over these stretch of games?
Yeah, I think her and Tori have really kind of combined to help. You're never going to replace everything that Rye can do on a floor, but they've been giving us some production and competing on the defensive end. Maya makes a lot of defensive plays, gets a lot of deflections, is a really good rebounder as a guard. Uh, she doesn't do it all the time, but she can attack the rim. And, Tori, she's been somebody that has really, since the All-Star break, been shooting it really well, feeling a lot more confident with her shot and looking for scoring opportunities. So, they're kind of combining to play the minutes that Rye was playing on her own, and uh, we've been able to win a couple, mainly everybody contributing as a team, but it definitely has helped that they have been really productive with their minutes.
And we'll go to Emmanuel. Emmanuel, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Dallas, since the last time you played them, have become improved in some specific areas, especially in the backcourt. What do you have to do tonight against a Paige and a Enrique to help you get to the winning side on tonight?
Well, I mean, that's tough for anybody to figure out because they're two of the best at hitting tough shots, like where they're heavily contested, they don't have much space, and they can still get it going. So I don't know that, you've got to just make it as difficult as possible. And you're just trying to hope that they're a little bit inefficient on this particular night, but not easy to just shut them down, and they're both playing really well right now. Uh, Enrique's coming off just an exceptional game. So uh, it's going to take a lot of effort, and it's going to take some team defense and, uh, also maybe some good luck.
Awesome.
And one last thing, Coach. You talked about from last night, the first 3 quarters, physicality was Golden State was a little bit more physical than you until the fourth quarter. What do you want to see addressed tonight as far as your physicality, your defensive strategy going into the night's game?
Well, we're going to see a lot of ball screens, so we're going to have to be really good with our ball screen defense. And, on great players, a lot of times that means you have to be really physical to defeat the screen. And then, Dallas is a really good offensive rebounding team. They send a lot of people to the boards. Their guards are well trained. They go through the elbows. They pick up a lot of long rebounds. So, on the shot, we're going to have to, we believe in playing hardest on the shot. So we're going to have to be the first one to act. These balls that are kind of loose and bouncing around, we got to find a way to grab them so we can get out and transition.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, everyone.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Appreciate it. Best of luck.